Hey everyone, it's Ross from Mythic Mountains Folk Tabletop Club. What you're about to see are the ongoing adventures of our years-long running Rappan Athuk Mega Dungeon campaign using swords and wizardry, a retroclone of the original D&D game. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish. You're welcome to join us, and we hope you enjoy. It is miles beneath, a demon-haunted maze that once swallowed a crusading army, the legendary Rappan Athuk, the Dungeon of Graves. A handful of iron-thewed men risk their lives, their very souls, to plunder and explore, to stop the creeping tendrils of chaos. This is their story.
The celebration of the winter equinox and the resurrection of the sun, various other semi-pagan traditions of the old faith have come along and intermingled with the more solemn festivities of the Tree of Life. And in this holy time, you have not been harassed by sudden, shocking winter assaults by the powers of darkness. It is good, perhaps, that the light has made holy this darkest time of the year of Darkentide, for heaven knows what wicked powers would run riot over these long nights without that protection. The snow and ice coat the world like a blanket, and silence reigns illimitable. But the river has cracked open and flows again. It is time for you to once more make your journey to the cloister. Ulfkel, the once and foreign king, and his retinue prepare to travel, along with Finbar, to take up residence at the citadel older than name, that they may make a place of power there, safe for all people, where a new nucleus of order and peace and lawfulness may take root, and a new settlement may grow, defying the chaos that floods the swamps and the ancient and eldest god which once held the domain there. But he knows, and you know, that the place is not yet entirely safe, for though you have cleansed most of the upper catacombs, you know that they go deeper still, and who knows what else awaits you in the as yet uncompleted labyrinths of the inner cloister. And so off you go. Because you travel from one strong point to another, you do not suffer random encounters along the way. And so we will begin play at the new sanctuary of the Citadel over the Naves. I will transfer over to the outer cloister. Maestro, give us the mildly spooky dungeon music. It is time to go into the deep hole. Yes, perfect. All right, where are we going? You've got the maps, right? Tell me where in the pit you are traveling to, either in the inner cloister or the outer cloister.
Yes,
give us a destination.
We are going to go to the outer cloister, the ruined cloister.
The ruined cloister. That's the inner cloister.
The inner cloister, the ruined cloister.
This one, yes.
I don't have my maps thread open. I should open that up.
Probably should.
Pin a thread.
Probably should pin that thread.
Yeah.
But you can just click threads and click maps of Rappan Athuk.
We have more tombs, I believe, to loot. I am preparing 2 uses of Cure Light Wounds, a use of Bless, and we're not bringing Yoan in, are we?
If we have you, then I don't think we need to.
Do we prefer Silence or Hold Person? What are we thinking?
Question, but I'm going to.
Are we expecting magic? Yeah.
Hold Person it is. All right. Yeah, there's probably not going to be magic. Worst comes to worst, we'll just magic missile him. All right, we are going down this spiral staircase.
Okay. Going to move
in what I believe is the kitchen.
I think I should bother preparing read languages. Probably not, right?
Nah, just read them. You don't need a spell for that.
Totally. Just know every language.
It's literally that easy.
All sorts of useful configurations got obliterated when I transferred to my new computer.
Oof.
Give me a second. Foundry, VGT,
So
tokens move instantly.
I'm gonna
Odin and
do-
more are going to remain on the boat.
I'm gonna try to do rapid fire exploring. So if you want to listen at a door or check for traps, please butt in. But I want to try to cover some ground today.
Yeah.
Okay. I will bring Monacan with us, and you know, he's perfectly happy to let somebody open a door and not risk his life. So if the caller doesn't call for a trap check, Monacan will not.
Would y'all like
Yeah.
for Pasling to accompany us?
I think so. I think it would be helpful because otherwise it would just be the two of us up front, and then with our defensive end of Bluppert.
So yeah,
So now we have a
her would
full-
allow you to take a further back rank, so you can do spellcasting.
Right. Or operate as an alternative defensive end.
I can
Yeah,
try
really
to
understood.
help us get to wherever we're going, but I'm not sure precisely where in the dungeon we are going.
Where do we need to go still? There is underneath, there's a series of corridors we have yet to fully explore.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
so
this,
there's
this
a
right
door
here.
to the south, and then there's a corridor further to the west, just based on this orientation. I think we should go through that door to the south, personally.
Very well.
And I don't. Kendern will open the door.
Okay. So the door to the south, which you approach. Quick summary of what you see when you approach it. It is intact. It is sealed with red wax, and imprinted on the seals are the phrase, "Here be they who were claimed by the Red Death. Disturb them not, for they are lost."
That's right. I forgot that it said that. Unfortunately, well, here's the other thing: is I'm not too far away from level 6. At which point I will get Cure Disease as a spell. So I think maybe we should go somewhere else.
Okay.
I
think that's-
can agree with that line of thinking.
Okay, I am kind of far away from level 6. I'm about halfway there. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already halfway though.
yeah, well, you wouldn't say
Back to
you
install my old modules. I should have done that way sooner.
All right, we're going
We're
to
going this
the
way.
yeah, because I don't think there was any alternate paths heading up to the Tomb of Kainos.
No, not unless there's some hidden door in there.
Okay.
Takes too long to search for them.
That's true.
Go ahead and pull up my notes of the area. The tomb, as ever, is quite cold, but warmer than the world above. It is like many cellars. It normalizes its temperature over the course of the year, only very slowly accumulating the variations in temperature that come from the air above. These stairs, if I am not mistaken, go down. Let me pull up my maps. Yes. These stairs lead further down. You ascend about 20 feet. Corridors extend around you. Sorry. You enter another chamber, which is festooned with ancient and rotting coffins. If these coffins are anything like the ones you've seen so far, they contain nothing of value. Continuing, you have been down here for about 30 minutes now. By the time you finish carefully exploring onward, that's extended to 40. You reach a four-way intersection. To the south, A broad passageway at an askew angle has been filled completely with rubble, as the surface has apparently caved in. Letters in the floor, which you can still read as the Crypt of Callixt, Callixt, but the way is choked with rubble and seems impassable. To the north, there is a doorway. And to the west, you can see a north-south corridor extending at an odd angle.
Is there anything on the door here?
Do we
One
have
moment.
someone who's like logging time, because
Previously, that had been
John was doing that
Ulfgarius.
before.
Who wants to be the timekeepy type guy?
I'm already doing too much stuff, but
Ross,
no one else can.
it shall be you.
I apologize, though. I wasn't tracking just up to that point. Is
No, that's fine.
We
It's
didn't
been
know
4
you-
turns so far.
4 turns of
Okay.
40 minutes.
Okay. To the north, there is no label on the door to the north, nor is there a window through it.
Oh, and we're traveling at movement rate 9. Is that right?
I think so, yes. But at exploration pace, which is to say, at the usual very cautious dungeon movement.
Okay.
Is Pasling at 9?
Pasling is plate
Yes.
and shield with 2 weapons.
Pasling is at 9. But in order to maintain that movement rate of 9, I believe she is not carrying any miscellaneous equipment.
Correct.
So she is dependent on the rest of you for light. And in the event that she is somehow marooned, she will rapidly die of,
Oh,
not having any water or light.
Darkness.
I'm so sorry. I am 6. Sorry.
Oh, you are?
No
Yes.
worries.
Good to know.
Don't you have a... What are you holding, man?
Yeah, what are you armed with?
What's your strength?
Shield and plate, which is 80 pounds. Backpack, so the 10 pounds, which is 90 pounds. Plus 5 lamp oils and 10 iron spikes. What is the other thing that's pushing me? Over 115 pounds. Spear, longbow, dagger, sword of chair check. So actually more like 120, 130 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to spread some of that around around like some of the wizards? Because the wizards don't have to carry much stuff.
There's only the one wizard.
I would have to have them carry all my weapons and equipment. That is the only way to get me below that.
Unfortunate. All right.
Very
Well, you're moving at a
Oh,
steady
and
pace
also
then.
some gold. Sorry.
Okay. I say let's go through the door. I'll open it if nobody else wants to.
Okay. Are you going to check it for traps, or are you going to listen at the door, or are you just going to pop it open?
Nah. Unless
Gonna
barring
stand around the corner.
Fine.
barring protestations, I'm opening the door.
I will
right.
never say it's fine to a door.
I'm going to roll some dice to make you really nervous, but nothing bad happens.
I have fat saving throws.
Yes. Here is the chamber beyond. This place smells like a long-abandoned bathhouse. Slime and mold coat the walls of the crypt, creating an atmosphere of wet miasma. The sarcophagi in the room, of which there are 8, appear to have all been looted. There is a faint air current coming from above. And from
What
above,
about
in
the
fact, you
ceiling?
can see a thin shaft of sunlight stretching through a narrow corridor up to a portal from which you can view the sky through a grid of iron bars.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like it could be the same one.
Is there a burnt out torch laying on the ground?
There is, in fact. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Good enough.
We jaquade that.
Correct.
All right,
Cool.
back to the hallway. I don't know what that means.
You said it looked like they were looted. Were they in fact looted?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an illusion, Michael.
Well, something crawling out of a thing could make it look looted.
No, that's quite fair.
All right, we'll go up to the next intersection and see what's going on.
Okay.
Anybody have a 10-foot pole? I don't.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it got dissolved in acid.
That's unfortunate.
This is good
Well, you bought a
D&D.
new one.
Yes. No. Oh, dissolved in acid. That's good.
I was just gonna say that is so that's so
So
classy.
D&D, man.
Okay. To the southwest, the corridor extends a little bit, then turns into a west-facing corridor, which is quite wide, 15 feet. To the north, the corridor extends to the limit of your holy light, and then appears to take a slant to the left.
All right, north it is.
All right. You proceed north. It has now been a couple turns since you explored the room with the with the corridors and the air shaft. After this corridor slants, you discover that to the southwest there is something interesting.
Okay.
To the southwest, you see a brass inlaid iron door, flanked by large, sooty copper braziers, still faintly visible with coals. Let me put a little bit of a light to make that extra neat.
Ambiance.
Ambience. That's the good stuff. God, I love ambience. Perfect. Letters on the door read, "The Vault of Abbot Signamon. He lit the scented oil before the great frog god, and the frog god was pleased thereby." And I shall
Okay.
post a transcript of that momentarily.
I like
There we
the
are.
word vault.
Yeah, vault is a promising word.
I would be okay with checking this one for traps and doing a quick listen.
Okay.
Personally.
All right.
Praderi and Pasling will take up position in the hallway.
All right.
All right. Monacan has 4 and 6 for hear sounds and a 40% delicate tasks.
Gosh, I always
Alright.
think of Monacan as such a high level, but those numbers just
He is.
Welcome to
Yeah.
being a thief, man.
that's
he's
crazy.
He's level 6.
Holy crap.
Okay.
You can climb walls like nobody's business. Which, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, really.
Yeah, it's
No,
true.
you saved Praderi's life.
Need a
While
guy to
Monacan-
climb a wall?
While Monacan is carefully examining the door, that will take about a turn. Are the rest of you guys going to be doing anything?
I'd like to take a closer look at these braziers. If there's so there are there's just like glowing coals, or is there a fire? Are they providing light in any way?
They are providing a little light, not a lot, and they are full of glowing coals, which appear to just simply still be functioning after all this time. Which, for those of you who have some basic knowledge of thermodynamics, fairly strongly implies some amount of magic is afoot.
Definitely.
Anybody want to try dousing them? You're welcome to say no.
Do you what benefit would that provide?
Maybe it would kick up some steam.
I'd take
a
my
sauna
hand
here.
and I just hold my hand over it and see if it's hot.
Good idea.
It's warm.
Okay.
It's not like blazing hot, but
I mean, does it seem
you're
like
pretty
it's
sure
a fire?
yeah, it's a fire.
Okay.
I smell it to see if it's like filling the air with fumes or like a normal fire would, or if it's just kind of smokeless.
There's a faint smoke. There's
Okay.
a residue of a old, almost incense, a very old, almost incense smell.
Do the containers, do they look like we could tip them over?
The braziers?
Yes.
Yes, it would be difficult, but you're pretty sure any of you could do it, just in the sense of brace your feet, get your hands under it, hopefully with some gloves on so you don't burn your hands, and then just push.
Okay, caller, if we had to, we could flood this area with fire.
I think that's a good. That's a clever idea.
Why are we doing this?
Or not,
I don't
but
know.
if we had to.
If we had to run.
Oh, okay. That reminds me. I am now level 7. So this means that while I don't know any 4th level spells, I do have an additional slot, high level slot, and I have an additional 2nd level slot, which
Nice.
I have occupied with Wizard Lock. So if we ever need to close a door
Nice.
and keep it closed, I got you covered.
Very
Is
good.
this guy gonna win Swords and Wizardry? No, according to this, you have to be level 11. I'm sorry. I thought it was level 8.
There's no end state, Ross. This is Dwarf Fortress. The only end is losing.
Losing is fun.
It is
Yep,
fun
losing
though.
is fun.
All right, give us the skinny on the door here, Richard.
Alrighty. He detects a trap.
All right.
He's not sure how to describe it. He's operating more. Monacan is operating more by intuition than by science here. But he senses a curse on this door, and that if he tries and fails to breach it, there will be a supernatural punishment of some sort.
Wow.
He's not sure how bad it would be, but given the rest of the stuff around here,
Can
well,
I
suffice
ask-
to say, he's perfectly happy having to put on shoes in the morning. Thank you very much.
Okay. I want to know if this happens to be a. Oh, never mind. Never mind. The answer will. It doesn't matter. I'm not high enough level. Okay.
Bum, bum.
So yeah.
So there is a trap. Is it locked?
It's locked.
Okay.
There's something. Do you think
That's
there's
it.
some sort of supernatural thing you're supposed to do to open the door? It doesn't feel like the lock has a physical mechanism to unlock it. It doesn't like have a keyhole. But there's clearly a deadbolt holding the door shut. No obvious mechanism to affect the deadbolt. And in his experience, that means wizard shenanigans. And he says that with as much exhaustion as you can possibly imagine.
And there's no writing around that we could use as a clue.
There
There's the vault of
Yeah.
Abbot Signamun. He lit the scented oil before the great frog god, and the frog god was pleased thereby.
Yeah. Should we explore around a little bit and see if we can find some scented oil?
Yeah, I'm fresh out. We'll come back to this.
You could probably get some back at the not too far. Like you're near a church which is being repurposed as a Church of the Light. And some degree of incense is used in the Church of the Light's liturgical ceremonies.
Well, I would
What kind of sense of oil?
I would suggest Magnus or Bluppert do it. I'm not interested in doing any rituals to frog gods. I'd rather just try to beat the curse on my faith.
Magnus would absolutely be willing to do it. Just doesn't. What's required? I'm sorry.
We're
Scented
thinking
oil?
scented oil.
We're supposed
So
to
the
light
thing
some
that's
incense.
the
Maybe.
thing that is preventing me from saying any scented oil. This is me being leaning on semantics, but it says the scented oil before the great frog god. The frog god is pleased thereby. So we need to find scented oil, the scented oil that is acceptable, pleasing to the frog god.
It could also just wait a second. The fire had a scent of incense to it already, right? So this could be the oil that was lit, and it was just descriptive rather than prescriptive.
Well,
Either way,
yeah.
way, we have the same path forward here, which is the two choices are we leave and go try to get it, or we search and find it. Or the third is we keep looking around here and trying to crack the clue. Caller, my vote is we keep moving. Find the sacristy if there is one. Otherwise, we keep exploring. Put a pin
Does
in it.
wolfbane smell good?
Isn't it poisonous? I'm pretty sure it doesn't smell good.
Hard to say.
Oh,
Throw
it's
it on
also
the
hard
fire,
to say
let's
what
find
they
out.
want. Like later we
Yeah.
find out, oh, you should have used poison. That's what the frog god likes.
Look,
the
we
embers
have
had a faint smell, right? Let's take note of that smell, so if we encounter it, we can recall
listen. I'm going to try something unless somebody stops me.
Oh, go
is it?
for it,
What's the
wizard
thing?
man.
What's the thing?
Okay. The thing is, I'm going to take one of my 10 wolfsbane I've been carrying around since session 1. And I'm going to take one flask of oil. And
Put
I'm
a
going
scent
to
on that oil.
crush those things together, and sprinkle it into the fire.
I like to imagine Magnus is explaining this. He goes, "I'm going to crush that and put it with the oil, and then something will happen."
I'm gonna do it just like Julia
Science.
Child. You take a pinch of the oil.
Blubber
Okay.
looks at you like this.
Hold it up again, please. Hold it up again. I was looking at another tab. I figured the Pert family would be right behind me on this one.
The Pert family is nothing if not ideologically diverse. So
You're probably
you
starting to notice how fewer people are showing up to the family reunions.
I've got
I
bad
haven't
news.
seen you.
Somehow it's always the same
They
number.
have not noticed that, because the family reunions are like, they show up, they're just like wading through seas of people, just like
And goats.
just
Yeah,
yes,
so
all-
they all have iron spikes and backpacks. All of them, one right after the other.
Whenever one is
The
gone, a
women
long
and
lost
children.
cousin shows up.
all right, enough of these hooliganism. It's
Okay,
time.
I crushed this stuff and
You
sprinkle
improvise a scented oil.
it into the... Yes, I
The
did.
scent of wolfsbane is often described as having a faintly narcotic, acrid smell with a slightly green herbal quality, most noticeable when the leaves are crushed. A damp, dark, forest-like scent with hints of spice, depending on the interpretation. The scented oil burns, and the air fills with a intense, scented smoke.
I would like to
The
stand
air-
back here.
Same.
The cowardly among you move out of line of sight of the door, and so miss the miracle. As
I'm watching. I'm
the
just peeking around the door.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
That's
I'm making fun of you. The important thing
That's
is the door unlocks with an audible
Oh
click.
man,
Wow.
Winning swords and
Wow.
wizardry.
Dang.
Yes.
this looks like one of those. I have in my mind an OSR line art image of this. Like this looks like Magnus there crushing something over a weird fire and everything. Yeah.
Everyone
So now
peeking
imagine
around
that
the corner, Blubber confused.
the texturing of the door suggests the old, glossy, weathered brass and iron swinging open slowly to reveal a beautifully tiled and masonry built interior vault with alternating
Let's
green
do
and
it.
white tiles on the floor. You can
Before anyone goes in, I'm going to spike the door open.
You spike that door open. Who will win in a fight, the spike or the supernatural powers that opened it? We'll find out later. Audible clanging as you're hammering the iron spike into the stone.
Yep. Sorry
I do
for
have nine.
interrupting.
Stonework getting chipped.
I have 9 more doses of Wolfsbane and 8 more
Aged
vials.
Wolfsbane.
So,
Okay. Do you enter the chamber?
Yes.
Yeah, last one in's
Yeah.
a heretic.
Damn.
Harsh, man.
A heretic.
Dude, it's in his name, man.
Okay. The gray vault is inlaid with carved stones. The arched canopy with blue stucco. The whole place smells faintly with scented oils. On the western wall, you can see a font with clear water within. To the south, you can see a metal hatch in the floor, barred by a metal grill. You continue in further and see something even more remarkable: the mummified body of some unknown figure. Sorry. He is wrapped in a burial shroud and clutches in his hand a majestic scepter of shining silver and gold. He is surrounded by vials of perfume, like in lieu of flowers.
hold on. I'm gonna deliver a couple of the doses of the mixture to Monacan to stand outside the door with it before.
Man,
we go
that's such
so
a good
much farther.
idea. Wow. Yeah.
Monacan stands clear.
Father Chris is popping off tonight.
Trying.
It's that fresh level 7 scent.
It is. I'm telling you, man. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Got that new PC
Um,
smell.
Real. I think before anybody touches it, I think I want to cast Bless. It lasts for an hour. It grants 2d6 recipients a +1 to attack rolls and improves morale. Just in case this thing gets up and starts swinging at us.
All right.
Yeah.
Briefly turning my gaze to the marching order, who is actually here?
I think we all went in.
Yeah, but I don't know who. I know you all went in, but I don't know which of your
Pradarian
NPCs are along.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, marching order.
Yeah, there's.
Okay, Magnus is here. Monakin's here. Yoanan is not here.
Onan's on the ship.
Let's put him back. Okay.
Yeah, I guess, 5 PCs to henchmen's? Which is convenient, because I rolled a 7 on my 2d6, so I can bless everyone here.
Okay.
Nice.
Darius here. Paddling's here. Magnus is here. Monakin is here. Leopard is here. Full hit points by now, too. Island and Frangag are not here. Naum is not here. Sister Miriam's not here. So it's just Pasling, Pradari, Zoltan, Magnus, Monakin, Morpert.
And
Sindarin.
Oh, yes, and Sindar.
The patron saint
Hang
of, I
on.
think, Glasgow is Kentgorn, which is from the
Token.
older of Kendairn.
Okay.
Nice.
It was the modern
Select
version of that.
file, identity, token name.
Is this a card
Yeah.
over here?
Kentgorn.
Yeah. So things that stood out to me is one, this is a evil priest tomb, so we should not touch anything with our bare hands. Two, the grate in the middle of the room. If we are in the room and nothing has thus far happened, do we see anything down that grate?
You approach the grate and peer down it. Give me a moment to review this unbelievably abstruse map.
It's like a room that fills with
It's a poison
swamp
room.
water
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Poison gas room.
I'm trying to draw the dang thing, and the grid turned 45 degrees.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, these guys don't make it easy for you, or
Just-
anyone really.
Tilt your head 45 degrees. Easy.
Deal.
Solutions.
I think I have a tent. I don't know if we have magic that could do this, but take a tent and like seal this thing up so that if it's a gas, it can't get out.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. So it's
What's
there.
up with this book? Like, it's a huge book. Or maybe it's not a book.
Well,
This right here?
that's a great.
That's the great.
Oh, right.
You haven't read the giant floor book? Come on. Come
All
on,
right.
Tess.
You can see down. So you can see down through the shaft below that there is maybe a 30-foot drop to what looks like more tombs. You can't see any of the walls from where you stand, though you can see the edges of some of the many coffins which seem to decorate this place. So this appears to be a vertical air shaft deeper into the dungeon, deeper still.
Does the grate look like it can be? Is it a removable grate or is it a permanently installed grate?
Let me double check the maps real quick.
I got a crowbar and 17 strength.
For you smarty pants people, aren't tombs like this meant to be like ideally almost hermetically sealed? Like aren't they supposed to not have ventilation? Like once you seal one?
It's extremely weird because we're underneath, or no, we're not underneath, but we're just to the east of like a crypt network that was intentionally sealed off. Like the whole building that we secured in the west cloister had no windows at all.
The construction of a tomb is generally directly linked to the theology of that which it holds. So, for example, in ancient Egypt, the reason that the mummies were like that was because they needed to be preserved in the afterlife, right? That's why those were like
That's a good
hermetically sealed,
point.
because if anything, if a rat came by and nibbled off your finger, well, now you're in the afterlife and now you have no finger.
Well, we'll know that this is about ventilation if we look up and we see ventilation.
There is no ventilation shaft in the roof.
Okay, then this is
Yeah.
not about ventilation. It's about
It does
something
look like
else.
the hatch is openable.
Okay. Do we want to spend a turn to like hammer in another stake to tie some rope around, or do we want to just focus on this room right now?
Could we just tie the rope to the grate?
You
Well,
could.
if we have to move the grate to go down.
The caller, the idea I'm going to throw out here to pitch is, and maybe this is done, but I don't have a tent, if someone has a tent, that we hammer that down, like in a, to where we can come over and keep something from coming out. And I'm thinking of gas, like if anything
best-
starts rising up.
Best I can do is a bedroll.
Yeah.
Not anything else.
Not for a 10 foot by 10 foot grate.
Is this just embellishment, or is this an actual fountain in the room?
That is an actual font. It is a font. It has clear water inside.
Anybody
Don't
thirsty?
trust it. Nope.
I
Frog.
give it the sniff test.
Smells good.
Smell clean or smell?
Faintly perfumed, actually, but it doesn't smell bad.
Rose water or some kind.
Yeah, rose
or-
water. That's it.
or
Let's have a look.
unholy water or something.
Can we have a look at the walls? Shine
Yeah,
some
sure.
light on the walls and look around, inscriptions, other texts, and things like that.
The walls are largely unadorned, save for, I'm trying to think of how this would be described. There are some recurring, almost abstract renditions of large frogs, often presented as holding a man's body in their mouth, as though the frog itself were the resting place.
What is the mummy like laying upon? It appears to be a cart in this depiction, but
That is, the mummy is laying upon atop a stone bier, lying atop a bed of vials of perfume.
Okay, if we screw with that. Okay. All right.
What if that perfume's worth anything?
Well,
Probably.
obviously we want to
Oh,
loot the
well, it
mummy,
is.
but to do so, we need to do it from a distance and deal with the threat of something coming up out of that vent. So,
Just get this all onto your map.
Okay. Alternative to having rope staked to the climb down vent, can vent be staked in a way where it cannot be opened?
Not easily. However, you could tie it shut.
Okay.
You could effectively weave rope between the two sides of the hatch so that it cannot be opened without severing the rope.
I do have a 10-foot pole. Not that that helps right now.
You could use that to reinforce.
I was gonna say we could bar it, eh?
Yeah, or we could sacrifice a spear or something.
I think it's probably nothing to worry about. We should just start touching the mummy. So, everybody
All
in
right.
agreement on that one?
No.
No. Let's. I think we'll tie it shut just in case something
Yeah.
big tries to come through it. If it's gas, I think we just gotta bail
Yeah.
and let it fart up the room for a little bit, and then we can come back and try again.
Yeah, I think our best defense is going to be closing that door we staked open. So,
Yeah.
What alignment is Monacan again?
Neutral, right?
Serious. Monacan's alignment is lookout for number 1.
Magnus, got it.
Magnus just
I'm gonna
slowly
shine a
walks
light
out of the
down
room
through the
quietly.
grates, and I just peek around with that.
Peering down through the grates, you can see that far below there is maybe 30 feet below. There's roughly a 30-foot deep shaft, and past that there's about another 10 feet and then floor of another chamber, where you can see at the edges of your vision what look like more coffins. These guys really love decorating with coffins.
So the only other thing I can think of is that maybe this is a drain of some sort. So there might be, I don't know, water or something.
Well, there's the font.
There's the font, yep. And so I don't know, maybe there's like a sprinkler system in case it like lights on fire.
Man, it's too bad Yoan isn't here to cast Detect Evil. That would be really
Yeah,
handy
right.
right about
I
now,
was
wouldn't
just
it?
thinking.
Yep.
I feel
Uh,
confident
we
that most of
have-
this stuff is evil.
We have every clue we need to know that this is the mouth and the belly of the frog, and that he lit incense before the frog god and it was pleasing, and now he's surrounded by incense, and there's a thing for all of that to come up out of this. So I think the most likely thing is we're going to screw around with that mummy and gas is going to start filling the room and the door's going to close.
If it does kill you,
flood.
you can be confident that it will at least smell pretty good.
I mean, if those of us who are movement rate 6 and 9 want to get out of here, and the ones who are 12 can smash and grab, I think that's all right. I'm at movement rate 12 because I just have the armor, the flail, and then my miscellaneous equipment, which brings me to 90.
I think I will go by the door, and I will also do everything I can to try to stop the door. Hold door, hold the door.
Yeah, you're a big dude.
As you do.
Door.
I can touch the mummy if nobody else wants to get cursed.
Okay.
I got hella saving throws. I'm faithful. I feel very
Do you
sound
want to
in the
go
light.
straight to mummy, or do you want to go out to perfume first?
Do we still have that protection from Evil Shield, or like who'd that end up?
The ward, yes, the armor.
All right, so let's make sure to. You'll have to stand within 10 feet of him, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big prize obviously is the scepter, and then
Yeah.
That
the
scepter
perfumes.
looks like it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I think we should definitely try to grab that.
Like less than 2,000 gold, but probably more than 1,000 gold.
That's 1,000 gold more than I currently have.
So he's saying 1,900 gold. No, I'm kidding.
He's also got a ring. He's also got a ring on his finger,
Oh,
or whatever that's worth.
Is it the same hand that's holding the scepter?
or is it like is he like holding it with both hands, one over the other?
I see what you're thinking. I'm gonna
The chop.
on an odd number. Yes.
Flupper,
No,
give me
you're
your
on
dagger.
separate hands.
Cutting off the
They're on
hand.
separate hands. Also, he's holding the scepter with both hands.
Okay. Oh,
Nice
so
try.
technically it is.
Yes.
All right.
So yeah,
All right.
technically.
Rolling.
So I'll grab for the scepter. Somebody else want to grab for the ring and then scoop up some incense. Who's
grab one
movement
of the
12?
potions?
I have 12.
Movement 12? Yeah, I think it's only good at only Magnus.
I'm movement 12 as well.
Manakan
Oh.
also will be, but he's gonna.
He's
I can
he's
be
out
pretty
there.
speedy.
Manakan politely declines to be the guinea pig.
I can never actually remember what my movement speed is.
It should be 12. Your armor's super light, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Perderi is very lightly encumbered.
So
The holy armor in both senses.
Yeah. So Pasling should be out of the room. Bluppert should be out of the room. Manakan's out of the room. And then I think the rest of us can do a smash and grab.
All right.
Unless Magnus wants to be out of the room, but
No.
or Zolatan wants to be out of the room. You guys are welcome to not be in the room.
I'm
obviously.
the quickest. If anyone should be staying behind, it should be me.
Perderi and Pasling will stay in the room. I don't know. Perderi will stand close enough to
Yeah, you gotta get that bonus.
give y'all the aura. Pasling will help with the grabbing of things.
Okay.
But she will pass off her polearm to Blorpert so that she can get that sweet speed bonus.
All right.
Swag.
We have established in the past that Zolatan's like telekinesis, that like a curse will just travel right up at like a lightning rod. So that's
Yeah, it's his
no
hand.
safety to me. So, but I'm still willing to wait. Restrained?
Yeah,
Sorry.
so that-
No,
I didn't even touch anything yet.
it's just residue from the last fight. A bunch of stuff which didn't get removed.
Oh, minus restrained. Got it.
Yes. And Magnus is also here.
All right.
Okay, so I guess I could just like kind of grab like 2 things of perfume while other people are grabbing more valuable stuff.
Yeah, we just need somebody on scepter duty, which I can do. Somebody on ring duty, and the rest of everyone can grab bottle.
Pasling will go for a ring.
Okay.
Pasling, if ring proves difficult, she'll go for a hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
There you go.
feel like wrenching
the
a
wrist
hand
and
off
walk
is
away.
Yeah.
And I hope that the other The others might need to run back in and help us fight this mummy. But,
Nah, we're blessed, remember? We get a +1 to our attack rolls.
Okay.
Totally.
And Pazlin gets a +2 to morale.
Nice.
Hope this works.
She already has high morale.
Okay.
Now it's
So,
higher.
Berdari, Zindarin, Pazling is just nearby, or is she grabbing stuff?
She's grabbing for ring.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab 2 things of perfume and hope that's valuable.
And Magnus and Blorpert and Monakin are out here.
I'm like trying to help hold the door with my body.
Right. So he goes there.
I hope it doesn't crush me. I hope it does crush me. You know what? That'd be hilarious.
Let me set up some appropriate light sources. Who has light on their person?
I do.
Okay.
I got one of those magic blue lanterns.
Yeah, Magnus
One
does
sec.
as well, but
I have a
Okay.
question
Light.
about that. So, magical lantern of continuous light. Is he able to just have that like hanging off his
So much.
backpack?
Yes.
Okay.
The usual. So this came up in the Margraves game. The usual rule I have is if you are not holding it in your hand, you can still have it for free, but its effective light radius is cut in half due to the fact
Okay.
that your body is in half the way.
Got it.
Okay. This light color is much too much. So
Blue.
there we are.
Gotta get much moodier.
Yes. And Magnus also has a source of light. Come on. 60, 30. So, Perdari, Magnus, and Zoltan.
Yeah.
And light. Okay. Everyone is illuminated. Okay. Music Man,
Uh-oh.
give us the spooky music. Perdari, I need you to roll. Sorry. Cinder, I need you to roll a 1d6.
I'm on it.
You are
I rolled a 1.
surprised.
Ah, bummer.
Okay. Going to pick which of you. Pazling is a 1 or 2. Perdari is a 3 or 4. Sindarin is a 5 or 6. It targets Pazling. What is Pazling's armor class?
19 with that +2 shield.
Okay.
Close.
Okay. Pazling
Almost got
reacts immediately as the white leaps to it,
Oh.
lurches
Uh-oh.
up to its feet as you approach to grab it. Its hand lunges for her throat, and she blocks immediate square with her shield. Then something new happens. I need a saving throw from Pazling.
Yep. Failure.
There is a flash of light from the creature's ring hand, and Pazling is flung back, as though gripped in the hand of a giant and thrown back across the room. She skates off across the wall and topples into a heap far behind you.
Boy. I think it's got some punch.
The creature
Level drained.
The creature begins to emanate a profound cold that inspires a instinctive dread. Just to say, yeah, don't get level drained. Meanwhile, Monakin and Magnus, out in the corridor, hear a sound of stone moving. And footsteps stepping out from behind hidden passages.
oh boy.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
That was the
Uh-oh.
surprise round. Pazling hauls herself to her feet, looking rattled but otherwise unhurt. Perdari, Zoltan, and Sindarin are in close combat with... One sec.
I have to assume this is Abbot Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. Abbot Cinnamon. Got it.
If you keep that up, I'm going to give him a bonus to hit you.
And a very fragrant smell.
Remember, everyone gets a +1 to hit because of blessed.
Nice.
Alright, and identity. Offered by anyone. Okay. It does indeed appear to be Abbot Cinnamon. Now we are going to roll initiative.
Okay.
For round.
You
Wait.
said-
Wait.
My bad. That will stand. However, does anyone want to cast a spell during this round of combat? Bearing in mind that doing so while in melee is not a good idea.
Well, I would try to back up, but do you think I should try to cast web? Are we going to try to move away? Or are we going to
That's
try to
not a
beat his
bad
ass?
idea.
Okay, if we're okay with moving away, then I will declare web. Party color, let me know if you want to stay in close combat instead.
I personally wouldn't hate staying in close combat. This guy is easy, right?
Alright.
We'll get him.
Yeah.
We'll get
If you
him.
hit him enough, yeah.
Level drains in this system are
Yeah.
permanent. Is that correct?
No.
They are restorable, but it is expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
When you
okay,
say
it's like this,
permanent,
Party
it
Caller.
doesn't- it
If
doesn't
we're gonna have
reduce
people in
your-
close combat, then I won't cast web. If we're gonna back off, then I will cast web. What is your call?
I think it would be useful whether we stay close or not.
He
Right.
doesn't, he
We'll
doesn't
go
want
off
to
at the
web
end.
you.
Yeah, I don't want to web you.
Well, yeah, he shouldn't. He should be able to aim it, so we won't be webbed.
It's danger close. It's the sort of thing where like you'll make a saving throw, and if you fail, it'll be as though you passed a saving throw, and if you succeed, it'll be as though you weren't targeted at all.
Well, so he's able to choose where the web goes, and if it's not where we are, then right?
Yeah, but if you're
That
in
makes sense.
hand-to-hand combat with it, then your location is a little fuzzy. It scoots backward, you follow up. It pushes forward, you pull back. Your location is a little wibbly wobbly. So when you're in melee combat with the thing, you can't reliably get
You can-
someone not at all in the area of
You
effect.
can back away and then wait for it to get webbed and then advance again.
That is
Well,
true.
if we back away, it's going to get attacks. That's the thing I'm worried about.
Party caller, make a call.
I don't think we should back away. I don't think we should just give it
Okay.
free attacks.
Okay,
Okay, I declare magic missile.
understood.
Okay. I cannot run in there and cast a spell, right? Or
No, not
like
this
you
turn,
can.
no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could run
yeah.
in there, but you'll
Be
cast a
close.
spell next turn.
okay. What?
Well, I thought we ruled that you could move and cast.
You can move, but you can't target something that you can't see when you start casting the spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
That
you
makes
need to
sense.
see it before you start casting.
Yeah, otherwise you can't target it. You need, it's like
Thus
you,
is
you,
the
you get the
ruling.
lock on with the stinger missile. You start getting the lock on, then you get the lock on, then you pull the trigger. You can't like start getting the lock on, then run into view of the thing, then pull the trigger.
All right. Are these 5
Can't
foot
light the
squares?
fuse.
These are 5-foot squares.
Okay.
The measurement tool should work appropriately. Basically,
problem.
the movement rules in this game are generous enough. You can basically go wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
You have to be silly encumbered before movement becomes a problem.
Fortunately, that is
yeah,
a
so
affliction
there
I
is
only
this-
have in real life.
Tasling will, whenever we get to movement, she will close rings again.
Okay.
She handed off her pole arm, so she doesn't have that.
When you said we heard the sound of stone, where was that sound coming from?
From out in the hall.
Okay.
Stone and footsteps.
Minakin is also going to
Yeah,
move.
Blorpert and Minakin might need. Or not Blorpert.
No, it's Blorpert.
Okay. Blorpert and Minakin might need to. Oh, Blorpert's just running in. All right. I mean, that's one way to do it. You know, just take out the one threat, and then we all focus on the second threat rather than splitting our forces. But
Well,
if they run in after us,
are
then it's not
we-
going to be so good.
Are we to movement then?
Looks like
Yeah, I should-
The white needs to roll initiative.
Yes. Roll an initiative. You guys win initiative.
Good.
It's a tie. Tie goes to the players.
Okay.
Zoltan's going to open the range a little bit, and he doesn't need to stay inside that the radius of the bless because he's not using attack rolls.
Mhm.
And this also lets him peek down the corridor pretty good.
All right.
Okay.
Also, Bless doesn't have a radius.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I thought it was a. I thought we were talking about an armor effect.
Nope.
That was.
It's a that's for Darius thing.
Oh.
What weapon is Pasling using?
Pasling has a warhammer.
Warhammer. Can you put her here within 5 feet?
Throw where? I'm sorry.
Right here.
Uh,
You maybe can't.
Yeah.
but- Yeah, thank you.
I think I also.
That's right,
Do
yeah,
I
you
also
need
need
to-
10
Yes,
feet for the
turn.
flail?
Probably. Right. Flail requires room too.
A little bit.
Whatever.
Is there? Yeah, that's a good point. Is there a place where Praderi and Pasling could stand that would give you all the room y'all need?
Yeah, you guys have enough frontage here to just make it work. Well, like, we don't need to worry about the exact details. Like, you guys have enough space to gang up on the abbot.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So movement's done. Is there any missile fire that people are doing? I don't think that everyone moved, so probably not.
Probably not.
Oh, actually, there's some other movement I have to handle, but it should be quick. Oh god, I've got to get token ease back. It's gonna drive me bonkers. These guys are moving in slow motion.
I speak tokenese.
Okay, that's that. And Abbot Signaman is already where he wants to be, more or less. So, attacks first. Its armor class is 14. Go ahead and take your shots. Okay.
Would Blorpert and Cinder be flanking it?
Ooh.
That was my intention.
Yes, I would say yes.
22 to hit.
Okay.
Missed.
Isn't that Cinder's?
I had him selected. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Ooh.
Okay.
I did that wrong. That's fine.
Anyone who has a magic or silver weapon and hit an effective armor class of 14 or higher, roll damage.
Nice.
Pasling has a non-magical warhammer.
Whoops.
Her weapon is not effective against the evil power of
Oh boy.
Abbot Cinnamon.
Does Bless add to damage? Sorry.
Had to hit, not damage.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
how
you,
much is
Ryder.
it? It adds +1 to hit, right?
Yep.
Dang it. So 12 does not hit, correct?
Unfortunately not, no.
Dang it.
6 damage.
Okay. So that's 6. If you could, there was a decent chance of putting it down in one round, which unfortunately didn't quite turn out. So let's see. Blorpert hit it for 6, and Sindarin hit it for 6 also. So that is total of -12.
But I've tried to turn this guy.
You could have, but
That would
it's
have
a
been
little
my
late for that.
recommendation. But let's see if we can finish it off. I still got my magic
Okay.
missile. But he gets to move. But he gets to attack
Hit
before that
attack,
happens.
yeah.
Yes. Let's see. It's going to go for Sindarin because Sindarin is clearly a cleric of a rival religion. It turns its hateful eyes to Sindarin, gets swatted by Blorpert's gigantic magical sword, shakes that off as Pasling's warhammer cudgels its head ineffectively, and then lunges for Sindarin. And the Fracos.
Oh, that'll hit.
Oh,
Okay. Its hand curls around.
Pasling shouts Tintreach and activates her shield.
Oh.
Until the end of the combat round, the shield flashes with strobing, blinding light.
If I remember correctly, I get to make a saving throw because I'm not attacking you directly, but I am in melee with you. Let me review the notes on that. This may save your bacon. I'm not completely sure.
Must save or be blinded.
Save or be blinded until the end of the combat round, plus 1d4 rounds. Even if they save, they still make attacks against the bearer at -2. So it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So saving throw. 20 verse.
Are you able to activate
14.
it at this time?
That's a good. Well, it's whenever something attacks.
It says at any phase of the combat round.
Mm-hmm.
Any phase.
Yeah, it is to put it in.
It's an interrupt.
In terms that will only Tess and I will understand. It is reflexive. It fails the saving throw.
Based. I just got this character, man. Don't make him more lovely.
You still have the character, he just wouldn't be as good.
So does that mean it's blind?
It appears, yes, the flash blasts into it. Its eyes are blinded. Its attack is impaired. Sindarin, what is your armor class?
18.
It still hits, because 22 minus 4 is 18.
Nah.
I'm so sorry, dude. But...
Do I get a save against level draining, or is that
Hell
just
no.
straight up nice?
You just get hosed, man.
The save is your armor.
Hold up. I'm sorry, my mic was unplugged. He actually does get a +1 because he's in the aura.
He's inside of Pradari's aura, I was about to say.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I love it when that happens.
Wow.
I love it.
This is the second time AJ has saved one of my characters.
I wasn't gonna pull anything out of my butt to save you, but the players did it for me, and I love it.
I pulled everything I had. I'm sorry. Next time it hits you, it's gonna hit you.
Yeah, you fucking you no-sold a 22. Damn.
Okay, its hand curls around your neck and squeezes, and the armor's light and the tree of life on Pradari's armor flares.
The shield. The shield.
The shield?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was the armor.
Blinding.
Oh, no.
Okay, gotcha.
The shield flashes before it can even make contact. So it just gets lucky grabbing his neck. Then the armor flares, and a barrier of shining light as thin as paper forms around Sindarin's neck and prevents the awful creature from making contact. It squeezes. It almost gets you, but the light preserves you. The light protects you.
I knew it would, man.
Never
light
doubted
would
you for a second.
The light would prefer that next time you do a little more of the work yourself.
Nah. I'll remind you, in Lioness, Finbar almost got one shot by a spider because he failed to save versus death, and AJ came in clutch. He wasn't even in that game, but he was just we were just chatting in the Otherworld Adventures channel, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, your armor class is like 3 more than it actually is, or whatever." And it ended up being that I was unable to be hit by that spider attack.
Thank goodness. All right, so that's what that happens. So that's the melee attacks. Now spells go off. Are you going to blast it with your magical missile?
Yes.
All right.
13 damage.
It is also obliterated.
Just
Nice.
I-beams, just turn it back to dust.
Back to dust it goes.
Back to sleep.
Injury
Ow.
insult.
Good
What was
God,
that?
look at that. 4, 3,
Adding
3.
injury
Well
to
above
insult,
average.
that's it. Yeah.
Yes. All right, so that thing's still killed. Clearly, all your problems are gone. Pay no
Nope.
mind to the sound of tramping feet coming from outside. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, just as if there were going to be a turn 2. Obviously, nothing bad's going to happen. But if there were going to be a turn 2, would you cast any spells during it? I haven't looked at the initiative yet. I don't see it, so it hasn't really happened.
Do you want to wind up a turn?
Yes, I would. I would cast Phantasmal Force.
All right, you are casting
I was just
Phantasmal.
going to suggest that.
Okay, so you're casting Phantasmal Force for some reason, just hypothetically, as though someone was approaching. Is anyone else casting anything?
Should I preempt a turn
I
off
think
the
that's smart.
theory that it's undead?
I think you could preemptively turn just in
I'm gonna do
case.
that.
Like, I don't think the light minds if you start pre-gaming your implications of it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Call of Duty pre-firing around the corner.
Okay, you start pre-firing. Okay, now I've seen the initiative. Now it's actually happened. Okay. I win initiative pretty soundly.
Wait,
Okay.
Understandable.
it says okay.
Go on.
You just had you had Pazling selected when you did that. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is
Okay,
correct.
got it.
I had them select that. Okay. So, moving these guys around like this is going to be annoying. Da-da.
Here they come.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 more whites.
Oh wait, hang on a second. They're not visible yet. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
Make all these idiots
Is it
visible.
5 more whites?
It is not 5 more whites.
Okay.
These appear to be skeletons. Give me just a moment and I will describe them to you so that you can visualize them in your mind so clearly. A few ranks of armored soldiers begin to pour into the room from the northwest corner. However, through their visors you can see only grinning skulls. They bear armor of chainmail and hold in their right hand a longsword and their left hand a shield.
They beefy.
Not
That's
beefy enough.
is that a 16, 17?
You would estimate their armor class at 15.
15.
At 22.
Okay.
This is a little silly. I just got cut, copy, delete, click, paste, copy, delete.
Convenient that they're all lined up. If only we had like a lightning bolt or something.
Well, I've
Like
got
crazy.
about your
Good news and
lightning
bad
bolt
news.
dispenser. Yeah.
He's in melee.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
There's that problem. Uh-oh.
Shield.
Okay.
At least Manakin's there to defend him.
Yeah.
Right. That's my movement turn. Magnus, you may wish to take advantage. It is now your movement turn. Magnus, you may wish to take advantage of your movement options to move farther away from these fairly alarmingly strong-looking guys. They give off a pretty impressive battle pressure.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
The spork.
The
Could-
spork is gone. Spork's
The
been
spork,
gone
I
for a
fear,
while.
has been, as we speak, the spork is being used as we speak, the fairy king of the glades is doing a limbo underneath the big magical spork, which is being held by 2 of his concubines. Unfortunately, you do not have the advantage of having such relaxing, festive winter activities. You guys have bigger problems.
Yeah.
Could
So
Pazling push Magnus away from them safely, putting herself in his position?
Are you proposing to basically take the attack of opportunity on his behalf?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, I'll allow that. That's nice and bodyguardy.
wow.
Would you be okay with that, Magnus?
Yeah, I was just looking up my attack bonus.
Is the muscle wizard coming out?
Do that,
I mean, look, I as a player will not argue with you doing that. I'll put it that way. Magnus is not going to say, "Hey, come and knock me out of the way. Hold me back."
Well, okay, so I won't have Pazling do it. I'll have Perderi do it. In that case, I think that'd be more appropriate. So Perderi will push him back, and he will get ready for the too familiar tingle.
Here we go.
Do do I need to roll anything for that?
No, you can just do it, but they're basically taking the attack from opportunity on its behalf, so I'm going to take a swing at you. Okay, Magnus is you pull a castle maneuver. Praderi is now the front rank against these guys.
That was a high-class joke.
Okay, who else is moving? Or who is going to shoot? Okay, go ahead and move your guy wherever you please.
I
Passing
move on the
fire.
opposite side of Perduri for certain reasons.
Okay.
It's gonna get a little zappy, I'm assuming. So.
I should probably avoid being in melee, right? I can get into melee next turn, but I will come like around. I'll block Magnus's flank here. They've already moved this turn, so I'm not super concerned about them like rushing us. But at the same time, who knows?
Monacan might want to pull back.
Oh, is that? I think I missed. Oh, I see. So we should pull back. Is that right?
I mean,
These are gonna move, y'all. They're gonna move in.
They've moved this turn already.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. No, I moved back then. Yeah, go have fun. Gosh.
All right, I gotta find out how turning works while we're moving.
Pretty well, thank you.
let's see, Pazzling. So if I move Pazzling right here, no, she can't move and fire. She's just going to fire.
Okay.
Oh, and
2 damage.
Okay.
On
19
the
will
second
hit.
guy.
Okay, so this guy takes 2. Okay. Okay. Lorpert, are you sure you want to be back here? Right, because you want to be out of... Okay, to clarify, Magnus cannot cast Lightning Bolt this turn because
then I'm gonna do
they got
the
into melee
thing.
with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing then.
Okay.
Okay.
It is now the melee. It's now the melee phase. If I remember correctly, I won initiative, so it is going to take a swing at. Padaria looks too heavily armored. What's Lorpert wearing?
Plate.
Yeah, it's going to go for Monacan. Monacan looks the crunchiest. But it misses. To Monacan's tremendous pleasure, I'm sure. Now, you guys can, anyone who is in melee may take your melee shot. Armor class is 15. Ooh, good hit.
My attack rolls are inspiring.
The sword of Sarachek falls and lands true. Let's see how much damage. Ooh, good hit.
Oh!
Bonk.
Chad.
I'm doing +5 right now to hit. It's nice. Bless.
That's good.
Nice.
+2
yeah.
plus a magic weapon.
Yeah.
Monacan's weapon
hold on.
sadly
Hold on.
Oh, right, that's a flat 1d20.
Yeah. Where the hell is the thief is the same, so he's at a +2, so it's a 12.
Plus
Plus
4.
bless.
Wait, yeah, +4 for a thief, if he's flanking.
Is he flanking?
I don't think, not yet, no.
Oh, okay.
No, but
he's in the
he
middle
rolled
line.
he rolled a 12.
Yeah, unfortunately, which is not enough.
Okay.
Your weapon is deflected by its chainmail. And now spells which are happening.
Phantasmal Force goes off.
What happened?
The flammable gas that had been inside the room the whole time finally catches up to those braziers and just explodes up and down the corridor, miraculously stopping before it hits us.
Oh, you guys have... I love this stuff. Alright, I'm going to start rolling saving throws with these idiots. And then
You're
saving
so
throws
good at
for-
that.
Thank you.
I would not come
Yeah.
up with stuff.
Okay.
This is
Roll
why-
damage.
Okay.
I
So
would be very...
As
Ooh,
they
I
are
didn't
convenient-
roll damage. The damage
are
is not very good.
They are conveniently in a line, so I'm just going to go for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8.
Okay. These two guys are not affected. This guy is. He takes 6. And then the last one is also affected. He takes 6.
These guys, perchance, skeletons or zombies?
They appear to definitely be skeletons.
Well, they appear to definitely be automatically turned.
Are they CR1?
They are definitely
Or
not
not CR, one hit die, I mean?
They are definitely not one hit die.
Well,
dang it.
what are
Go ahead and roll that turning check. I believe it's just 2d10.
2d10. All right,
Is it 2d10 or 2d8? I'm sorry.
2d10.
Changes every single changes every edition. It is 2d10.
Okay.
I rolled a
Okay.
4. Is that good?
Oh.
It's not great. So
But you are level 5.
Level 5. If they're 3 or less, then they go.
okay. Well, you do not have. Are you bearing the cross of Saint Christopher?
I should hope so.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's still not enough. Sorry. You are within the belly of the frog. You cry out to the heavens to hear you, and all that comes out is a ribbit.
Whoa.
Okay. Now, for round 2, what spells would you like to be casting?
Do they still take damage, or?
No. Do they?
Well,
Give me just a second.
So there's the
I guess I'll try Phantasmal Force again, though. Damn those rolls.
I need to make sure they don't move around, which means Pasling is going to have to clog this gap.
Well, clogging it at that distance is probably wise because you don't want to be in the range of the. You don't want to be in the path of the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
I was going to say, should I just move to protect Magnus, or should I try to turn again? Probably just move to protect.
Ares already protecting Magnus.
You can turn and move. It's
yeah.
like spellcasting. You can
Yeah,
start...
but if they bonk me, then I can't.
That's actually not true. You can't get knocked out of turning the same way you can get out of spellcasting.
Well, in that case.
Yeah, turning is really good, especially in this
it's
campaign where
insanely
almost every enemy is undead.
Yeah, the lightning bolt will probably do them in, but
You got to
give
kind
the
of block
horn-
your
we
path.
give the horn as well.
Ooh, the horn. You think we need it?
I don't know if the lightning bolt goes off, it'll probably be good. But yeah. Did we already do initiative or?
Not yet.
Or no, we're
We
declaring
have to declare
spells,
spells
right?
first,
Sorry.
and I
You're
need
right.
to. And I've got the horn, so I need to decide if I'm doing that. If
Richard,
Particle,
am I?
do you have an opinion on the horn?
I don't think we need it. Am I reading this table wrong? The turning the undead table says there's a challenge level of the undead and there's a specific undead section. What does that mean?
The specific undead is example.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Challenge level. Like, this is a weird situation where, like, when the turning table was first written, there were an enumerated set of undead, which were all the undead that existed.
Okay.
There weren't more types of undead than that. So they just used the undead there. But then when they translated this to the new edition, rather into Swords and Wizardry, they had to kind of adapt for the fact that people are just going to make up new kinds of undead and put them in the game. And then people rapidly started doing that. So they went with challenge level as opposed to just listing a specific undead.
Makes sense.
I don't think there's an actual reason not to be blowing the horn all the time, but it feels disrespectful.
Well, what if we need it next fight?
All right, I'll keep it in reserve for now. Means that I'll be.
Just because it hasn't
basically
blown up when
Phantasmal
you
Force.
blow it doesn't mean it can't.
Well, it's good once a day. If you blow it the second time, that's when it's no more.
For now.
That's
So
it.
I
I do
make
need
another-
you guys to make a decision right now.
Yeah,
Tell
no,
me, cast a spell?
turning.
Okay, you're turning. And you're
Phantasmal
Phantasmal Forcing again. And Magnus is...
Lightning bolt.
Now I want to hear him
lightning
say
bolt,
it.
lightning bolt,
Okay,
lightning
good,
bolt.
good.
Yeah,
I want to hear him.
yeah,
say
he
it.
said it first thing.
Okay. Now I am going to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, can I do that too?
You can. You're probably going to win also.
I didn't.
Oh.
Well, only probably. Okay, so first, movement. These guys are going to flood in and make a problem.
Rolling like somebody who doesn't want to live. I'm rolling like somebody who wants a new character.
Yeah, this
boy.
Like I'm rolling like so many perts before us.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
It's getting significantly less lightningable, but here we go.
Man, I hope I can turn these suckers.
Me too. We'll find out together. They swarm in, moving like men.
Hasling, you should
Feral
move.
intention.
She's kind of beefy.
Hasling,
But yes,
you
I see
should
what you're
move.
saying. I see what you're saying.
His eyes are glowing blue
You
and they're sparking.
Yeah, Hasling can move either to the right or to the south without triggering an attack of opportunity. I think that's how it works.
If she moves
It's
to
still
the
when you
right, I don't
move
know
when
that
you move
that'll be far
outside
enough.
the.
I do want to clarify,
Yeah.
this bit right here I'm going to generously assume that Magnus is not in hand-to-hand combat, on the grounds that Sindarin and Praderi would very much not want him to be. But the flip side to that is that means that more attacks are coming at Sindarin and Praderi.
I should have used hex-based movement.
I'm going to just scoot this guy. I'm going to move Magnus away 1 pixel. There we go. Now he's not in contact. You're welcome.
Much appreciated.
Okay. So they've moved. Now it's our turn to move.
Yes.
So yeah, just moving to the. So she's gonna have to move further. Like that's not gonna be enough. I don't think. No. So yeah, Pasling will pull back to here.
All right.
Taking
The
hit.
skeleton will take a bonus SWAT. That's actually completely the wrong thing to roll. But he rolled a 16, which with a plus that'll hit AC 20. Will that hit you?
AC 20. She has 19.
All right.
It has a -1, so it still hits.
Okay. So she takes 1 point of damage from its sword as it clips the back of her neck as she flees, opening a little cut that bleeds profusely. All right. You guys have moved. No one is in a position to do ranged combat at the moment. Okay, now melee attacks will open up. I will move from right to left. So starting with this guy, targeting Blorpert. Let me pull up my note, copy paste. Blorpert is attacked for 6 points of damage as it penetrates his defenses. Coming in, half swording, levering his shield out of the way and getting its sword gouging into his side. Just almost not quite cutting through the chainmail, but pushing in hard enough to gouge the flesh. This one here also takes a shot at Blorpert, enthused by the progress its companion has made. However, its attacks land square on Blorpert's plate and cannot penetrate. This one continues to press its attack against Monacan, striking AC 16 for 8 damage. Does that hit?
Oh god.
Minus. No, wait, no. He's within range. -1.
Yeah. So AC 15, rather.
His AC is. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Monacan's blood is spilled, but not too much of it.
You said 8 damage?
8 damage. It's a 1d8.
That's a
You
lot.
rolled an 8.
Ouch.
You said
Yeah,
not
much
too
damage.
much. That's
Hey, he's still got hit points left. He can take that 2 more times before he die.
That is max damage. Bro said not a lot.
That's this one. This one is going to take a shot at Praderi, though it senses that doing so will be a tall order, and indeed it fails to breach. This one will also take a shot at Praderi on the grounds that Praderi. Actually, no, it's going to go for the cleric because the cleric is a champion of a rival faith, and will hit for 4, unless you have yet more shenanigans you can use to jack your AC really high.
Nah, I don't think I'm close
18
enough
to
to the
hit.
area, am I?
18.
17. Yeah, you're close.
Effective.
Right next to him.
Actually, yeah.
17.
Yeah, it hits AC 17 effectively. Will that?
That will not hit, no.
Oh, okay. Your plate, shield, and the dexterity.
No, plate and cloak of protection +2.
Ah, yes. Okay, so you dodge that one, but perhaps this next guy will be luckier. The last melee attack. He is luckier. He hits AC 20, takes 7 points of damage, as he gets you under the cloak.
It's almost a third.
Damn.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Now,
I'll get
you
over
guys
it.
may return fire with your melee attacks.
To misquote Diablo 3.
Right.
If you don't have
12
faith
will not
as a
hit.
shield, Praderi's
Will not
shield
hit.
works just as well.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Not
attack
16
that
will
guy.
hit.
Tombstone. Nope.
11 will not hit. And
Pasling.
Sindarin is turning.
Is Pasling able to retrieve her
4 damage.
pole arm from? No, Blorpert's way over there. Never mind.
Blorpert, throw it! I'll catch!
4 damage from Monacan.
All right.
Falls immediately down the grate somehow.
Pasling.
Gets stuck in the ceiling. Well,
Monacan. What does Monacan stab with?
Bastard sword.
Okay. Monacan draws his sword and cleaves it into the creature's neck, when a blow that would have killed a mortal man instantly. He can feel some of its vertebrae fracture. And that should kill it, but its head, though still wobbly, remains attached to its body. Behind you, you can hear your spellcasters bringing their terrible power to bear. First, Magnus.
That ozone
Describe to me how you're
smell.
going to unleash this lightning bolt without killing everybody.
Well,
Or at least not by killing anybody you like.
So
Yeah.
It's going to come in like this and wing Blorpert.
it's going to start right here,
Okay.
Oh.
and it's going
Oh.
to go northwest and end in like this area over here, basically.
So it'll strike the back
Some
rank.
bounces there.
Well, it would bounce
It'll bounce straight
over
back
here,
toward
and then
formation.
yeah.
Okay.
So it would go back at
If,
them.
if Richard's doing bouncing of that sort, then
It
yeah.
does. That's innate in the spell. Okay, so here is... I want you to roll a saving throw first. And when you find out what this is for, you're either going to be really relieved or just absolutely furious with me.
Is this versus spell effects?
Yeah, yes, we'll say yes.
Okay, then my saving throw is 6.
Well, don't roll a 5 or lower.
Plus 1 for being in the aura.
Not this time.
What about +1 from my ring of protection?
Also not applicable.
Oh.
It applies saving throws?
Trust me on this one. You'll see.
Okay,
You'll understand in a
okay.
minute. Okay.
I rolled a 6.
You almost, but not quite, obliterate all that valuable perfume.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Only almost.
Wow.
I would have been so mean about that. That's so not, but it's a very reasonable ruling.
That was
I like
deliberate.
that
It was
ruling.
deliberate.
I think that, yes.
The flowers are still standing.
Yes. Okay. So it looked like. Let me go ahead and roll this again. So hit this back rank. Go through this angle. So it'll hit these guys. Sindarin will be in danger of getting hit. Perderi will be in danger of getting hit. Blorpert will be in danger of getting hit, but Monakin is not. Wait, how much damage did Blorpert take?
This
He took
guy right
6?
here, he's in melee with wearing armor. Would he get chained?
Don't think he would be.
Like a
Like
static
the
shock.
if he gets hit, there's a risk you'll get hit.
He's
But,
closer than Perderi.
No, you're right. I'll roll a saving throw for him too.
Blorpert did take some damage earlier.
Yeah,
It's
he
23
should-
damage.
How much damage did Blorp take? He took 6. Yeah, he took 6. How much damage?
23.
Ooh. Okay.
Ugh.
So I'm gonna start rolling some saving throws for these idiots.
Yeah, because my d6 is up to 7 now.
It's a
Holy
plus.
crap.
Is it save
Remember-
versus half?
It is save versus half, but those of you guys in the front rank are already take half and save to take none.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so I take half. You have a +1 from being in the aura.
Yeah, this is from top left to bottom right, going by rows. So
That's,
Oh, wow. Finally, some luck on my guys. He makes it.
okay,
That would have
this guy
incinerated
takes half
him.
damage. Okay, and that's for
have to
23. So
come
this
up
guy
with
takes
another
half of
perk.
23, which is enough to obliterate it. No, actually, 23 divided by 2 round down is 11, so he's down to 1 hit point. This guy also takes 11.
I'm just waiting
This guy
for...
takes full, he's obliterated.
I'm just waiting for Porpert to make an appearance.
This guy also takes full, he is obliterated.
Was Pasling within range of that? I'm sorry.
Pasling is not.
Okay.
Obliterated. 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 Okay. Excellent
This is a
excellent detonation. Okay. So Finbar made his save. No, not Finbar. Kayden.
Darren.
Kendarn made his save. Perderi did not make their save, so Perderi takes
Yep.
11.
I took it.
All right. And Monakin was not in the line of
My
fire.
dog is begging to
Actually-
go outside. I will be back shortly.
All right.
I cast Magic Missile if anything else needs to be cast at
Understood.
whoever has the most hit points.
I don't think they're gonna last that long.
Yeah. Just gonna remove these guys from the field. There is a gigantic explosion and spray of bone shards in every direction. Praderi catches a lot of red-hot bone dust to the eyes, but basically okay. The two surviving skeletons may or may not survive the turning attempt, which is about to unfold. Kayden, let's see your second attempt at turning them. Oh, sorry, Sindarin, your second attempt at turning them.
That'll do it?
That'll do it.
Oh,
That'll do it. Roll 1d6.
on it.
So say if we ever find a ring of
Obliterated.
lightning, I call dibs, please.
Okay. Not quite. The last guy is not quite obliterated, but he is turned, and I'm going to mark him as in fleeing mode.
Oh,
Is his movement rate less than 12? Because I'll chase him down if it is.
Yeah, I
Praderi
figured
threw him down too.
Go get him.
Caller, other than getting the stuff, I think we should pack everything up and not risk a
Yeah.
pit trap.
I think we are good to go.
Okay.
Nothing on them
Wait,
was.
I want to hear what the Phantasmal Force is, because the Phantasmal
I actually
Force.
didn't have any smart ideas, but as he stumbles back, he hits something that's still got a strong static charge, and it just zaps him.
Okay. I'll roll a saving throw for him.
Yeah, go ahead.
He fails. So roll 1d6. Roll me the 1d6 or whatever the damage is.
1d6.
Oh yeah.
5 damage.
You obliterate.
Hey!
He thinks he's dead. He falls foul dead, and the rest of you guys can finish him off in short order.
He was already dead, really.
Yeah, well, he's doing it right now, the being dead thing.
Okay.
What is the condition of their equipment?
Good question.
I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask.
Seemed to be pretty effective.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and add this to the queue. 8 things of chainmail, 8 shields, 8 longswords. Do you guys want to spend a couple turns recovering from that and packing up the loot?
Yeah. We'll take it. We'll take all the perfume we can hold. Take all the loots we can hold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monakin, being the smart one, has brought several large sacks for the holding of loot. This used to be Lufstan's job, but Lufstan has also retired to be at the cloister, at least for now. Sorry, be at the what's the thing? The Citadel Older Than Names. Here is what you find. Move this to a proper spot. Oh, I like this music.
It's very victorious.
Okay, the Perfumed Vault. Let's go with that for an episode title. I like that one. Okay, you find 62 vials of perfume, worth 15 GP each. Total value is, what's 62 times G? 62 times 15 is 930. You also find a gold and silver scepter. Embossed beautifully, worth 1300 GP. A magical detecting ring. A ring that detects as magic.
Nice.
8 panoplies of chainmail, shield, and longsword.
Is among the bottles of perfume, are there any like empty bottles that, like, the perfume is evaporated out of or something?
Go on.
For purposes of just taking a small amount of water from the font.
Oh, let's say there's like a 50% chance. Yes, you find an empty vial, and so you can take some font water.
Well, vial 1, just so we can determine if that is like holy water or unholy water or something.
All right. Good work, everybody. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess we're
I
ending a little early, but yeah, starting a whole new
No
thing
worries.
might be a lot.
Yes, and I'm going to take a moment to reveal to you the rest of the dungeon real quick, since you have effectively cleared it out, and I don't want you guys to have to scamper back here to discover that the limit of what you have.
Gotta draw this shit.
It's a loop.
Yes. It's a little loop.
I'm back.
Look back.
Welcome back. Nothing bad happened. You didn't have to magic missile anything. The the enemies were brought low, and the tomb was thoroughly plundered. As far as you can tell, you have explored every floor on every room in this wing of the dungeon, though there still remains the mysterious Door of the Red Death. Though whether there's anything to be gained from going there remains uncertain.
So
Perhaps you shouldn't open the vault full of evil poison and then huff it.
so there's
Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.